Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your blessings and enlightening speech. Now I request Kousik Roy, sir, to share his views with us.
After Manimohan Saab, after Tirthagar Pine, and after Ajit KG, it is very tough for Kousik Roy to address you. Still, I am trying with the current topics, which would prove that participatory government is not there. If participatory government is there, then the 11th July strike would not have happened. I don't know whether the strike would happen or not. But as of now, so far as the deliberations and the discussions went on, and the empowered committee's meeting is going on and going on, after every 2 days they are sitting in a meeting, and we are getting some news in our e-channels and e-medias, and we start calculating our future and what would be the outcome and this and that. But thing is that participatory government is not there, and that's why this 11th July strike is coming. Railway, from railway to defense, everybody is participating in this. And for your information, entire nation along with the gazetted officers are participating in this strike because of the fact that participatory government is absent in our country. And we know that our Honorable Prime Minister Sir, he is not satisfied with this working classes organizations, and he is not preferring this type of strike. So anything and everything could happen before or after the strike. And it is also in the air that the empowered committee is trying to resolve the issues as fast as possible. But as of now, you all know that it has stuck to a point that 2.7, the increase of pay, that could be 2.7 and nothing else, because it was earlier recommended as 2.57. So raising from 2.57 to 2.7, it won't be a very good increase. And not only that, the principle of the government is that they would give you the minimum pay that the working classes organizations are demanding, that you increase the minimum pay. But with the increase of minimum pay, the ratio of the fixation, that also increases. But as of now, as it was discussed in the empowered committee's meeting, that they are increasing the lowest pay, but they are not increasing any pay matrix. So it's a funny thing. And that proves that there is no participatory government. And to bring the government into terms to participate with you, what is required, that has been already discussed with you, in front of you, by my earlier leaders. If you see the income tax organization, after submission of the pay commission's report, the empowered committee called them of their own. And it is also true that they have discussed with your own organizations also. But they haven't asked any appointment, they haven't given any appointment to Superintendent Association, to Ministerial Association, or some other organizations. Only because of the fact that the discipline and the organizational strength is not there. I'm very proud to feel that the center of your association is well organized, and they are organizing meeting regularly. They are meeting the authorities, they are keeping corrections with the confederation, they are having some suggestions with the confederation, they are taking help of confederation. But I don't know what is happening in the state level. And I have seen a few states which are visible within my vicinity. I won't take the names, but they are very much ignorant about the conglomeration with the organization, with the central government organizations. And unless you increase your strength with the other organizations, then government won't come into terms. Even your commissioner, chief commissioner, they won't come into terms. There is difficulties of the people, those who are roaming around you, like the daily rated worker and the contingent staffs. You know them, the daily paid workers and the contract workers nowadays. So they have many problems in front of you. They are helping you from the morning to the dusk, and sometimes they come to you for their help, for their salary, for misbehavior, or some payment cut, or for some salary for Saturday or Sunday or something. Some of you must be aware of this thing. If you try to help them, then you have to go to the commissioner or chief commissioner. And if you start it, then the commissioner and chief commissioner would understand that you are not only fighting for the posting and transfer of your members, other than that you also have some responsibility, and then only they would participate with you in the fruitful discussions and to resolve your problems, and that would become the participatory government with the insistence of your strength. So these are gains that you can understand that after a long battle in this association, because when we have started this association there was nothing. In fact, even in Delhi also we had no place to stay, and we travelled in 3-tier sleeper coaches. It's not a story, it's a fact. And we won't have that money also to buy the AC tickets regularly to go to Delhi. Even before Manimohan, before Pine, there was no discipline in the organization. There was no regular meetings. There was no concerted efforts. There was no discussion that what has to be done and what to be submitted in front of the authority. Sometimes our secretary generals used to call in Delhi. We sit together there. Only in the year 2001, before the last 2002 restructuring, we warned him that if this organization goes in this way, then there will be a split in the organization, or organization won't remain. And after that, you know that after a brief struggle, this organization has in fact, it has become this robust structure. After that, we have never looked back, and this association moves. And now the question is that this 11th July strike and the GST, whatever discussed earlier, if GST comes means there is ample probability that it would be effective within next week or by the next financial year, because everything is completed. So there is a probability of reduction of the staff strength. At that point of time, we need to fight together, and at that point of time, we think that we have to be conglomerated with the other organizations in the finance department, and we have to fight together to